know that most of what you've seen, read, or heard about Billy the Kid is untrue? My name is Gail Cooper. I'm a medical doctor and forensic psychiatrist. My specialty is murder case consultation for the defense. For 20 years, I've used my expertise to uncover the real Billy the Kid. Researching over 40,000 pages of archival documents and books, I've written the revisionist history. It's shocking, it's liberating, and I've written books demolishing the hoaxes, hijacking the history. My talks will share with you what I've found. Cover-ups, misinformation, and fakery, to use Old West lingo, will bite the dust. This talk exposes the fake photo section in the Brushy Bill Hoaxes Bible, alias Billy the Kid. The information is from my book, Cracking the Billy the Kid Imposter Hoax of Brushy Bill Roberts. Since Oliver Brushy Bill Roberts wasn't Billy the Kid, his 1955 hoax book, alias Billy the Kid's 16 pages of photos of him as Billy the Kid are surrealistic, but they summarize the book's lies and fatal errors in their captions. The intent of the book's author, C.L. Sonneshin, and hoax mastermind and co-author, WilliamVMorrison, is mixing Billy Bonney's photos with Brushy's to fake identity. For example, the photo used for Catherine Ann Bonney, who Brushy made up as his Silver City aunt, was accepted as Billy Bonney's mother. So the hoax claimed Brushy showed special knowledge as Billy the Kid by revealing that she was actually his mother's half-sister. It's referenced by a footnote citing Maurice Garland Fulton's article in the New Mexico Folklore Records 1949 to 1950 volume titled Billy the Kid in Life and Books, where Fulton titled it Mrs. Antrim, Billy the Kid's Mother. But unknown to Fulton, Brushy, Sonneshin, and Morrison, it was fake, making laughable Brushy's vouching for it. Historian Frederick Nolan, in his 1998 book, The West of Billy the Kid, exposed it. He wrote, "The original was owned by the George Griggs family, who exhibited it in their Billy the Kid Museum. It was called The Kid's Mother sometime in the late 1930s when Eugene Cunningham, author of the book Trigonometry, identified it as such to photographic collector Noah H. Rose in order to obtain from Rose another photograph. Cunningham eventually confessed that he had no idea who the woman was." Another photo, labeled Frontier Mother, is captioned as Brushy's mother, Mary Adeline Dunn, married to J.H. Roberts. They were Brushy's fictional parents. Brushy's relative, Roy L. Haas, identified the woman in his 2015 book, Brushy Bill, proof that his claim to be Billy the Kid was a hoax. She's Brushy's real mother, Sarah Elizabeth Ferguson Roberts, who was married to his real father, Henry Oliver H.O. Roberts. A tintype of the Seven Rivers Boys is captioned as having been identified by Brushy as taken in Dodge City in fall of 1877, with claim that Bill and Sam Jones identified him in it as Billy the Kid. That's a lie. An earlier footnote in alias Billy the Kid admitted that in Brushy's July of 1950 visit with Morrison to the Jones brothers seeking affidavits swearing he was Billy, they refused to sign. In fact, It was Brushy who told them that one of the figures was himself as Billy the Kid. They gave him a copy. In reality, the person Brushy made up as himself, as Billy, was Marion F. Turner, identified by Eve Ball and cited in Frederick Nolan's 1998 book, The West of Billy the Kid. An historical photo of Fred Waite, misspelled as Wayte, is called The Man Who Got Shot with Billy at the Sheriff Brady killing, and presumably identified as such by Brushy. In reality, Billy's shot companion was Jim Frenchy French. One page has a drawing of the famous Billy the Kid tintype with a separate photo of the scarf Brushy claimed he got for trading it to a, quote, Indian girl. In reality, Billy gave that tintype to Dan Dedrick in 1880, and it passed down in his family, being sold to a collector in 2010. Other photos are a hodgepodge of Tom O'Folliard, Charles Bowdry with his wife, a revolver of Brushy's, a non-historical revolver claimed as taken from Billy, quote, when he surrendered it to Garrett, the town of Lincoln, the Lincoln County Courthouse, the Maxwell House, Fort Sumner's barracks, Brushy on a horse at 30, and a charm captioned as Brushy's anti-horse thief badge. There's also a silly 5-photo collage, supposedly of Brushy, labeled A Study in Ears, though one labeled as Brushy at 17 is cut out Marion Turner from the Seven Rivers Boys photo. In the center is Brushy at 14, noteworthy for lacking Billy's famous buck teeth. A drawing labeled as Brushy at 27 looks like Brushy at 14, but with a mustache. There is gray-haired Brushy, called 55 years old. There is Brushy, labeled as 85, in Billy the Kid years. The conclusion is that Brushy had a protruding left ear matching Billy's. That era came from Brushy's and Morrison's ignorance about the right-to-left reverse tintype showing one ear. In reality, it was just Billy's right ear pushed forward by his rakishly tilted hat brim. That was it for the photo section, but it would spawn a future fake photo comparison of Brushy with the Billy the Kid tintype. As will be seen in a later talk, though alias Billy the Kid proved that there were plenty of photos of young Brushy to compare with the tintype's 20-year-old Billy, that fake photo comparison used old Brushy with his big fishtail mustache hiding his mouth. In reality, a 1989 legitimate photo comparison of Brushy and Billy by the Lincoln County Heritage Trust Museum showed no match. So, alias Billy the Kid's photo section showed no special knowledge, lies, and fatal ignorance, all proving Brushy Bill wasn't Billy Bonney, and it showed the labor done by the hoaxers to trick readers. The talks to follow expose how alias Billy the Kid's authors, C.L. Sonneshin and WilliamVMorrison, presented their own fakery as evidence that Brushy Bill Roberts was Billy the Kid.